partly cloudy. Lows in the mid-40s to mid-50s.
Or if you've already refinanced your mortgage in 2020, it is more than worthwhile to contact HMS Capital. Mark Weiss, the president of HMS Capital, recommends you apply with HMS Capital and then with any other lender. HMS Capital is the only lender I know of that encourages homeowners to apply with multiple lenders to get the best bid. Where's the line?
I mean, that is a health information campaign based on information. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Women have been disproportionately affected in many sectors by the pandemic, but a new organization based in LA is trying to lessen that from happening in the restaurant industry. Regarding Her, also known as Her, is a new network of female chefs and restaurateurs. CRW's Tora Antrian explains they're using mentorship and resources to make an impact.
Her grew out of the Chicago-based Let's Talk Female Restaurant Group. During one of their sessions, the LA...
Back on, so be prepared for that. But definitely a time saver instead of just sitting there, especially on all the frontage roads to the west of the freeway. So an update on that problem, speaking of slowing on 210 in Glendora, Wisconsin. Southern California Toyota dealers, 210 Gemco.
Yeah, another one of the worst rides going here. We saw there's a crash eastbound. It's right at the 57. Actually, we're seeing Sunflower at the end of 57 that has the two-ride lane block. It does look like it's in the clearing stages, but still a tough ride here back to the 605. So alternates, Foothill Boulevard, Arrow Highway, Gladstone for something that will definitely help you out. The 10's actually getting a little better, but there's still some slowing eastbound as you leave Baldwin Park and headed to West Covina.
If you're on that 10 out for delays there, 105 west of Wilmington Avenue reports of a fire. If you're on that...
That is still around, and there's been, football changes and, the faces and franchises change, I should say. Is there anybody there?
A lot of people are, to be honest with you. But it's not in the spirit of serving and being good steward and being a good...
Nowadays to all of you guys there. Thanks for the plug. I happen to be a Vons driver. One back.
Yeah, no, they take two back. They're like, no, there's one. You get one. That's it. I'm like, oh, sorry. And the one guy said to me, he goes, did you not see the sign? And I go, like a moron, I go, what sign? He goes, the sign that said only one per customer. He goes, no. I go, I didn't see it. I said, I wonder why that is. Like, why is that you can only buy one?
Orders.
No, you want to know what he said to me?
What's that?
You want to know what the guy said to me? I swear to God, this is a true story. I said, why can I only buy one thing of paper towels? You know what he said to me? He goes, you ever heard of Trump? I go, yeah.
Stuff like that.
I don't know. He told me, he goes, you ever heard of Trump? I go, yeah. He goes, that's why. I go, oh, okay. If you need these kinds of supplies, don't be a moron like me and wait until 12:30 in the afternoon to show up and then complain when the entire place is packed. Show up early in the morning. Go get your supplies. Lynn's delivering all this stuff.
You won't find it. Hey, I'm asleep because I work overnight. I hear every morning creaking, garage going up, car revving. My wife gets up at 6 a.m. getting all I need, man. She comes back and she's smiling, tells me,
even taxes apply. This goes out to the moms who do it all and still find genius ways to make things cleaner.
Speeds are 210, yes. It is a mess. Scotty's got all the details with the Southern California Toyota dealers 210 Gemco.
Yep, 210 eastbound between Sunflower and the 57. The crash that was blocking the two right lanes looks like it did finally clear out of your way. However, there is a wreck 210 eastbound at the South 57. Not blocking lanes, it's in the center divider area. Still a pretty tough backup here on that 210 eastbound starting in around the 605 and even going east of the 57.
Just past town, still dealing with an injury crash here in the 215. Heads up, still shut down now. This is due to police activity to shut down southbound at Eucalyptus, northbound you're slow, but open. iAccidentLawyer.com cautions there's a lot of false information out there. Not all lawyers have their amazing results. Be smart. Hire a multi-million-dollar winning firm. Go to iAccidentLawyer.com. Our next report, 4:55. I'm Brian Douglas in the SDCCU 24-hour traffic center, KNX 1070 News Radio.
As we say goodbye, that'll set the stage for a completely different sky condition situation as we head toward Christmas Day. We will see lots of sunshine really across the board. If you are not going to see a mainly sunny sky on Christmas Day, it will at least be partly cloudy, and with that you should expect warmer temperatures as well. So we're looking for temperatures to warm into the low 70s for tomorrow for the beaches. 74 for LA North County, and the valleys will see temperatures right around 75 degrees. With Southern California's most accurate and dependable forecast, I'm CSU meteorologist Martina Brown, KNX 1070 News Radio.
Current temperature is 54 in Chatsworth, 63 in Carson. We have 63 degrees and some drizzle in Santa Ana.
It's 4:47. A Pasadena church is going ahead with plans for indoor services over the holidays despite COVID restrictions and losing several rounds.
Experts say they believe they should get in and out of the stores quickly.
Shoppers were lined up at the Manhattan Beach Target store when the doors opened, and some were finished in a hurry, which is what health officials like to see to minimize exposure to the coronavirus. In fact, they prefer that people simply stay home and shop online, but that could make a tough holiday shopping season even worse for stores. Retail analyst Bert Flickinger.
People ordering online spend less because they're not physically inside to buy unplanned or impulse items.
He tells KNX that retailers are already down $38 billion this year. Meantime, one couple walking into Target with a child tell me they're hitting the stores. It's tradition.
We come in since she was a little girl. We're wearing our masks, we're socially distanced, we're going shopping.
Still, retail experts say things are tough for some consumers too, since people are more strapped for cash and reined in by credit than they have been in 15 years. In Manhattan Beach, John Baird, KNX 1070 News Radio.
Some homeless people in the South Bay are feeling a bit warmer this chilly Christmas Eve. It's all thanks to an 83-year-old Bermuda man. Terry Paulson tells KNX he was cold in his own home, so he knew people sleeping on the streets had to be suffering. So he reached out for some donations to buy 100 sleeping bags.
We passed about 40 up on Alameda Boulevard here. And
But yeah, the themes, you can find me on Twitter at Michael J. Knowles. You can find me at the Michael Knowles Show podcast. And soon enough, you can find me eating a delicious lasagna with my wife, drinking good wine, and smoking good cigars to celebrate Christmas Eve. But it's a pleasure to be with you all. Until that time, let's get into a little mailbag. I was hoping we could do some calls, I could speak to all of you, but frankly, I'm sure you're all busy with your families anyway, or if you're following the COVID guidelines, you're all busy binging episodes of Netflix anyway. So we'll read from the mailbag. First question from Jocelyn. This pertains to the vaccines and some of our discussion yesterday on the aborted tissue and aborted stem cells. Jocelyn writes, unlike the Moderna vaccine, the Pfizer vaccine was tested in the HEK293 cell line. It doesn't contain any fetal cells or fragments. The cell line it used is from an adult female donor. Given this information, why is Knowles at odds with the Church's state? This is a little bit confusing.